rate might be forward and back. I don't know.
That was Stockton Rush, the founder of OceanGate. During one of his test runs down to see the Titanic, they had actually gone down over 10 times. It might have been up to 12 times they'd already gone down. And they were still having trouble navigating. I think this was such a popular story because of the caucasity of the mediocre man, the caucastic confidence of this man. This story is very common of us trusting mediocre men as they're making decisions that put people in danger and sometimes get them killed. You got the Fire Festival guy that defrauded many people. You got the Wolf of Wall Street who defrauded millions of people and then had a movie that celebrated this. You have Andrew Tate, who was recently convicted of sex trafficking and then was trying to train high schoolers to do the same. Of course, you got this guy who bailed out so many corporations while leaving families to fend for themselves. And then on top of it, caused many people not to get the vaccine. So we had more people that died than any other first world country in the world. And who can forget the 2008 financial crisis and all the mediocre men that put us in that situation where over 2 million people lost their houses and so many people lost their jobs because of their irresponsible decision making. The caucasity of the mediocre man is indelible to the story of American history. And as long as we continue to validate them and their horrible ideas, we will find ourselves with the analogy of being in our own submersible about to die. The reality is someone should have stopped this dude. They should have, during those interviews where they were praising his adventurous spirit, they should have been like, you don't know what you're doing. And you're going to be putting other people's lives in danger. That's super irresponsible. You should go do that by yourself. But instead, we keep falling for the mediocre genius. This guy lost billions of dollars with WeWork, and he just got loaned a couple more billion. When are we going to learn to hold these mediocre men accountable? When are we going to learn to stop celebrating their half-baked ideas? I'm not knocking innovation and you pursuing some new idea, but if you're going to be putting other people's lives in harm's way, like many of these mediocre men are, then you should always be the first one to suffer the consequences for your actions. Let's also not forget that more money was spent looking for these 5 people than 600 refugees that drowned in the Mediterranean.